There we go. Live editing, chat. Live editing. Alright, so we're gonna go over some of this stuff here first. What I am gonna do real quick is I'm going to mute BlueStacks for the time being. And we're going to go over all this info we have here for the new season. This is the new season info right here. We're going to go over all that we can. So, first and foremost, I want to actually bring to attention. Yes, I know I did not do anything for Titus or for Celeste. I'm sorry. I had a lot of stuff going on. I was not thinking on it, and I just was kind of playing. So I do apologize about that. But we're back now. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make do with what we have, okay? So for the first thing we have here is actually some limited time offers that are gonna be within like the main shop here. So basically, like once you do some, like once you actually go to the web shop, you'll be able to actually get some like currency and everything. You'll be able to get some free draw tickets, and then your mod pay coins once per month. Do not forget to do this per month because this is actually a pretty good way of being able to actually get what you need. Now, this is the second thing. This is the main thing I actually do want to bring to attention for a lot of different players here. So, let me actually, I'm sorry for all the stuff going on. Alright, there we go. That should be able to help a little bit. Alright, so, first thing I want to talk about here. These are the characters being buffed, which is Warrior of Light, Furion, Kane. His nerf that happened in the recent patch was ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, he needed a nerf, but not this severely. I definitely feel like he needed a little less of a nerf than what he gave him. He definitely needs something, but not nearly as this bad. Nowhere near as this bad. He's like almost unplayable at the current meta right now, which is kind of ridiculous. So, next we have Cryle. Cryle needs it, definitely, for sure. She got kind of butchered in the last season. I want to stress that. Because I had a friend who would play with me, and they played Cryle, and they were suffering with playing her. Celeste definitely needs a buff. I think it's probably going to go toward her passive. Her passive is probably going to get buffed, and then maybe some of her skills. Maybe. I don't know about her skills, but definitely her passive and maybe her attack. Her attack might be like a little quicker for her M1. Riku is definitely going to need not the biggest buff. I hope they don't give her too much of a buff here because she's still pretty strong. And then Iroha definitely needs a slight buff, but not that much. Lightning needs the nerf. 100%. She needs the nerf. This character is ridiculous. Alright, next thing we're going to go over as well is the abilities that are going to be buffed in nerf. We have quite a lot to talk about here. So for one, first thing I'm actually going to start off with is the Memoria here. So these Memoria, unless if it's for the specific game, they're useless. And even if it's for the specific game, they're kind of useless. So with them saying they're going to buff them, this is definitely needed. I'm glad that they're doing this. This needs to be done because these are like, in a way, limited time resource because you only get them from the season pass and from like eggs. That's about it. Now, I do want to talk about some of the other abilities that are actually on this buff. Will the Wike's definitely needed. The move is not too bad, but I feel like what they're probably going to do is lower the cooldown on it. Because the cooldown on it, it's a little high for it just being the amount of damage that it does. It's kind of a Warrior of Light's like Supreme Soul, like this one here. They're probably going to buff the DOT effect on certain abilities. That's probably what they're going to do here. Finishing Touch definitely needs it. It's not that great. It's a pretty good move. I hope they don't touch the cooldown. But it's not that great on damage. And I feel like its radius needs to be updated a little bit, which is probably what they're going to do with with Finishing Touch and then also Rain as well. They're probably going to do that with both of these two moves. Piercing Shot, definitely I feel like Balthier needs a little bit of a buff toward it. It's not the strongest move, even though I hate that character. The egg moves, that's probably for more of like a free-to-play player or maybe like a player that's fairly new and needs something to be able to use. And then Onion Knight's Blade Turret, that also definitely needs a buff. And now the Army of One definitely needs it as well. I feel like it needs a little bit better tracking. Because the recent nerfs that hit Lightning made it so that her tracking for some reason is not as good for some reason. Which is kind of weird. Next we have the abilities that are going to be nerfed. First and foremost, Megabyte. This move is fucking broken. I'm sorry, this move is broken. They need to nerf the amount of HP that this gives to the team. 100%. This needs to be nerfed. And then all of the brave abilities that are in the game right now, besides maybe one of them, seems to be getting a nerf as well. Definitely needed. Ramza is way too strong. Hopeful Cheer will probably get a little bit of an attack reduction. Tyro is fairly decent, and then like these two bottom here are definitely for like newer players, or at least like if you never got Ramza. And then Minwu Teleport is probably going to get a stronger like cooldown. It's probably going to get a cooldown increase. All right, so before we do anything, I will state, I have not watched this video at all. So before we watch anything, let me make sure this is not going to absolutely destroy your eardrums, and also not mine either. Let me just make sure real quick here, because I would prefer not to destroy my hearing. Absolutely not. We're not doing that with the video quality. I don't know why that was terrible.
それが分かれば先回りできそうなのに。ここはすごいな。人は洒落てるし、店は塔みたいだし、見たことないものばかり売ってるんだ。
Okay, I don't need you talking. I need to see your abilities. Thank you. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, his melees are a little bit slow. Alright. Ooh, dual wield. That's a pretty good move. Zenigak, that's an AoE into a single target. Dragon Cross Slash. Wait, what? That's really cool! Twin Thunderblade. Well, Twin Spellblade, actually. That ain't too bad of skills, actually. Alright, let me read. I need to read this for a second. One thing at a time. Let me read. Bart's passive ability, Job Master, earns him stars as he uses his attack abilities, and each star raises the damage his abilities deal. Now, what I'm confused about with Bart's, will he maintain the buff? Kind of like with Renoa. Will he retain the buff? Or will he lose it after he dies? I'm genuinely confused and I'm wanting to know. Because I feel like it's a solid question. But I'm pretty sure once the patch comes out, because I'll be honest, 100% I'm already spending on him. 100%. I already have a lot of coins saved up for this guy. Because he looks very, very fun. So I want to see how I do with him. And I feel like he'll be very fun to play. And I'm a melee main anyway, so. Alright, Dragon Cross Slash at level 5. He can drive home the devastating Rapid Twin Thundaga Spellblade. Okay. That was much faster. Oh my god! Dextrol! Dextrol! Oh my god, Dextrol! Thank you for jumping into the comments. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I'm such a big fan. I actually really am. I'm such a big fan. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you actually stopping by. But yeah, the AoE stun is definitely going to be very fun for me and not fun for other people. Oh my god. He looks very, very fun. He does. Alrighty. About the new season. This is the same thing we know already with all of the current limited time characters. But if you are new to the game and have not played this before, I will explain it to you anyway. Basically, these characters that are coming out per month, they are limited time characters. They are not able to be obtained either ever again or for a very, very long time. So if you do like Bartz, for instance, with what he does, make sure that you use the time that you have considerably the best way that you can. Because once he's gone, he's gone. He will not come back after he's gone. So just pay attention to that. Alright, this is the next thing I wanted to talk about. Gilgamesh is going to be a new boss. Gilgamesh is going to be a new boss within the actual game. It's going to be fairly fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find something here. The new... fuck it, whatever. We'll leave it. But yeah, Gilgamesh is going to be coming as a boss. And I can already guarantee, I'm pretty sure he's going to be annoying as hell to deal with. Because he's probably going to have a lot of spinning moves, and he might be the first boss in the game that has a feint. So that'll be fun. And by fun, I mean fucking annoying. Alright, so this is Bartz's information here. So basically he has Goblin Punch. This basically his hold ability, which is not too bad, actually, I'll admit. It's not terrible. He is Wind as well. So if you have a lot of wind abilities that you like to use, like for instance Minwu, which is about to be getting a nerf, however, you can use it on him and it will give him higher stats. So just keep that in mind. And then this is the information for his job master ability. Increase ability damage after using attack abilities a certain number of times, stacks up to 3 times. Alrighty, now we have the new skills. And take in mind, I do not have the information for his rare or SR. So I do not know what they will like primarily do until we actually have the update tomorrow, which I will be streaming as well. So you leap forward, attack foes in a wide area, and then you stun them as well. So I will state, as Dextrel said in the chat here, this is an AoE stun. Take that in consideration. Stun meta. It's genuinely stun meta. And it's going to be glorious. So, pay attention to ever if there's Bartz on the game. Because if he gets you, you're done for. Now, the thing about this is that when this is at 3 stars, this also does stun. Why? Why would you make the severe ability at 3 stars stun people? Why? I mean, it's gonna be fun for us players that enjoy making people suffer. But why? Alright, now we have the new the new abilities that are going to be in the game. We have another stun, which is Lena and Ferris. And then we also do have a new movement speed ability, which is going to be the Chocobo Dash. So mind you, both of these are URs. And if you're not able to get Bartz like upgraded, or you don't want to use him, don't worry. If you want another stun or anything, or at least try to fight the stun meta, Lena and Ferris is definitely a very solid pick. Definitely just go with that as well, even if you are not wanting to play as Bartz or anything, because it is definitely a solid pick. Now is the abilities that I'm excited for, because these two characters are some of my favorites. We have Shantoto's Stone ability, which will be coming into the game. Repeatedly attack foes in front of you with high damage and launch them into the air. So basically, you can use this as a pretty good, like, gap closer. Well, not a gap closer, like a gap creator, basically. Like, if you need to get, distance from them, basically, like, this is a good idea. If they don't have any URs, you can use this, launch them in the air, and then try to get some distance. And then Shiva Deep Chill, decrease damage taken by 60% and nullify status ailments. This is another ability that's going to be able to, like, act like a shield and everything. This illustration for Jill is fucking gorgeous. It is so beautiful. So, so pretty. I love her so much in the game, and I'm glad that they actually gave her a skill and everything, because it looks so pretty. The next thing we actually have is Kryle's skin coming into the game. This is Mogami, arrives for a limited time, September 7th to September 28th. So once we start the next season, well, the next month, actually, if you are looking forward to playing Kryle, and you love playing Kryle, and you find this adorable, get this outfit. It's so fucking cute. It is definitely worth it if you've been saving up your outfit tickets. I will not be getting this, personally, but I will definitely state, if I did want to get her, I would 100% use my tickets on Kryle here. Alright, so, not to mention, not only do we have the arrival of Bartz, but this is also the start of the mid-anniversary. This is the half anniversary for the game, so they're gonna do some missions that'll be progressively, like getting more challenges and everything. This will probably act a lot like the tutorial missions, but it'll have, like, really good rewards in it, probably. So, I will definitely state, if you enjoy this game and you want to see it thrive, spend the time on these missions. These are decent rewards that'll probably be in here, so definitely keep an eye out for it. The next thing, this is the thing I'm excited about. The red crystal is returning. And now it has been renewed, so basically with the red crystal, you are guaranteed to get a character-exclusive UR ability from one of these 16 original characters, which will be very, very good. This will be very fun, very good to use. Because I don't know how long this will last. So, yeah, it's September 15th to 28th. So, with this lasting about almost 2 weeks, actually, yeah. It's lasting about 2 weeks. So if you play one of the original 16 characters and you want to name them as much as possible, do definitely do this. It's definitely worth it. Next, we have the updated roadmap for the game. So Bartz is the next character coming out, and we have Final Fantasy IX, which is most likely going to be Kuja. And then a shocking one I was not expecting was actually Final Fantasy XIV. For October. So I'm definitely curious who they're going to throw in for 14. I would definitely think I was originally thinking it would be... Oh, the reds are limited to only 3? You can only get 3 in total, Dextro? Oh, that sucks! That sucks. Okay, either way, if you enjoy playing those characters, make use of those red crystals and you have a chance of being able to get a good UR for them. Or even if you're a new player, it's definitely a good thing to do to see who fits for you. But I'm definitely excited for Final Fantasy XIV's rep because next year they're actually getting Evercold. Which I'll definitely state, I'm trying to get my subscription back. I just have too much going on right now. Alrighty, the final slide we have here. This is another good thing right here. So this is up to 200 free draws. This will be a 10 draw per day. And basically, this will have no limited time abilities. This is only the standard banner characters. This will only have the limited abilities. Well, not the non-limited limited abilities, sorry. But basically, due to that, this is the type of thing that I'm looking forward to because it would be quite fun to be able to make use of. What the hell? There we go. But yeah, definitely if you're either a new player or even just a returning player as well, someone that's sticking it out with the game and everything, definitely give this banner a shot. This banner is 100% worth it.